That's what I said. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior checking in with you. I wanted to speak a little bit about the Buffalo Bills game, and in the result, Miami lost 26-11. Now their losing streak is up to 7 games. Tua Tagovailoa was 21-39, 205 yards, got an interception. He also had a rushing touchdown. Not eye-popping numbers, period. Point blank, that game he played was I'll just say it was trash. I'll say it. I have no problem with saying it. I felt like he was a little timid. I felt like the play calling, especially when in certain situations, I felt like he didn't attempt to audible or make the better play call to get them to move the change. Although they had, I think, maybe like 25 first downs in that game. But I felt like the play calling, he could have, done a much better job of actually executing the offense and at least getting them in position to try to score. With that being said, for some reason, that line is getting worse and worse. Now, the first half, Miami was moving the chains, but if you actually watch the entire game like I did, that line is just pure D, straight up garbage. And until Miami decides to actually go into the veteran leadership, go out there in the free agency market and get a veteran offensive lineman to actually help them boys, they're not going to win another game probably. This is probably going to be a 1-17 season for the Dolphins. Dead ass. And yeah, you could say that it's Tua's fault, whatever. Who cares? Like I said, that game that he put together was trash. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for him. But nonetheless, his receiving core was out of sync. They wasn't playing with no passion outside of Devontae Parker. And Gronkowski was getting so pissed off in his mind, was going to tear the game so bad that he wasn't even running his routes with any type of passion. I think he got like 1 or 2 targets the entire game, and one of them was a 40-yard bomb off of a scramble play by Tua, who happened to keep his eyes downfield and saw Gronkowski break away from the defender and lobbed it up, and it dropped right in his breadbasket. But outside of that, there's nothing else about that offense that actually wowed me today. Now, defensively, they came with it for 3.5 quarters. They came with it. They held Buffalo to 3 points throughout the entire first half. And then the second half, up until like the near the end of the third quarter toward the fourth, they gave up like, maybe it was 10-3. So they gave up 16 points in the second half. No, they gave up 23 points while the offense only scored 8. So the offense scored 8 points. The defense gave up 26. Flip that number. And if the offense had converted a field goal the first time around, which I don't know how the hell Sanders missed an easy chip shot field goal, I don't know how you don't get a safety call when the dude clearly muffed the ball, and then they say, oh well, no, it was kind of like a punt, or it's kind of like it being down the end zone. No, motherfucker, he muffed the punt, and then his own guys recovered it in the back of the end zone. That's a safety. That is not a touchback. So that's 5 points right there, potentially. And then, not to mention, a few drop passes by Devontae Parker, Waddle, Isaiah Ford, Gaskins. This is like a total shit show. Now, they got the Houston Texans next week, but I'm going to stay on track about this Bills game. Josh Allen played horrible that first half. Straight up horrible. The second half, he redeemed himself, but he only threw, I think, 2 touchdown passes. So he threw 2, and that's really it. He didn't do no real damage to him. He threw for like 250 yards, I think, maybe 260. But outside of that, he didn't really do no real damage. So most of the blame today goes to the offense, because even though they produced first downs and kept the drive going, when it mattered the most, they could not put the ball in the end zone, and that's what's got to fucking change. Either the offensive coordinator got to be fired or something's got to give, because there's no way that you get down into the red zone and you just kick a field goal, bro. It took Tua running it in to get a touchdown, which to me, he shouldn't have put his body on the line like that. But granted, that play right there, he got pushed from the back by his own player to get in the end zone. And I'm going to just say this. I'm going to need Tua to actually walk up and down that sideline and put some fire into these boys. Because this is your team now, up until they decide to trade you or release you in the year. Well, they can't release them, but they can trade them off at the end of the season. I'm going to need to see some fire to you, dude. I'm going to need to see that fire. I know you're not a rah-rah type of guy, but it'd be nice to see you, you know, march them down that sideline a little bit and give them boys something to fight for, because at the end of the day, that offense is in your hands. So when you guys don't score, then they blame it on you. So, case in point, man, get them boys to where they're going to be in position to score touchdowns and not kick field goals during the game, because they didn't have to fall behind 17-3 the way they did. They didn't have to. They could have been up, or it could have been tied at 17. We should have shifted the pressure back to Josh Allen to do something, because for the first 2 quarters, he did shit. Absolutely nothing. So, I'm going to really need them to step it up, because this has got to change. I'll be coming out with a part 2 video later. I'm going to put both of them up on YouTube. But, if you like what we heard so far, like, comment, subscribe, and, don't forget to, you know, keep helping my channel grow. Peace.